This is my morning routine that helps me reduce my anxiety, improve my focus, and get my energy up to attack the day ahead. I'm a big coffee drinker, so every morning I make 2 shots of espresso with hot water, so a hot Americano. But before I even sip on this coffee, I make sure to get my hydration right with half a teaspoon of Redmond's salt packed with minerals, sodium, and electrolytes to help hydrate the cells and wake me up. I also like to drink it cold, and I just chug it to kind of shock my system awake, and it's not always fun like it wasn't this morning. That's pretty much it for supplements. The rest of my morning routine is I will read for 10 to 15 minutes. I will then journal for 10 to 15 minutes, and I will meditate for 10 to 15 minutes. All 3 of which I have found helps me reduce my anxiety and improve my focus. 2 things that I've really struggled with a lot in the past. Obviously, all 3 things have been shown to help with mental health, learning, and focus. But I find that order allows me to kind of wake my brain up via reading some without just doom scrolling in the morning. And then journaling for 10 to 15 minutes allows me to just empty and clear my mind. I'm getting all my thoughts out on my paper with a brain dump, practice some gratitude, and then I'll think of my to-do list or action plan for the day ahead of me. My meditation feels a little more calm. It's not as hectic. I don't have as many random thoughts. And I feel like after my meditation, my focus, my mood, my energy is just so ready to attack the day. And on top of that, I feel like I've gotten so many W's to start my morning. It just creates a lot of momentum for me. Yeah, it's enough yapping. Let's get into the day. I'm about to go upstairs to journal, but I gotta feed this man before he throws a fit. You want food? Sit. Good boy. Sit pretty. Good boy. Spin. Yes, good boy. Sit. Down. Good job, buddy. Break. Good boy. A super simple pre-workout meal I like to do is Proats. Protein in some oats. Rock with 60 grams of oats. On the money. Add your water. Bro, you need to only add enough water to barely cover the oats. I mean barely, because you want them Jones thick. See that? Barely covering the oats. If you put too much water in here, it's gonna be mad soupy. So barely cover the oats, 2 minutes in the microwave. 1 scoop of Legion's hazelnut chocolate. Mix vigorously. Oops. God damn, that shit's hot. Mix it up. Add some sugar-free syrup. Just a splash. Mix it some more. We're gonna add 10 grams of a natural peanut butter. $11 grams, close enough. Top it off with some salt. And you're good to go. I'm gonna inhale this really quick, and then we'll hit the gym in about 30, 45 minutes. So good. We're double scooping the stim-free Pulse today because I want to gorilla mine later, so I don't want to go too crazy with the caffeine. We already had coffee this morning. 2 scoops of the Stim Free. The pump is going to be immaculate. We got upper body. Use code EricB at checkout. First order, you get buy one, get one 50% off. I don't think there's any other supplement company out there that does that great of a deal. Super high quality ingredients, no artificial shit in here. It tastes amazing, and the pumps are immaculate. Again, code EricB at checkout. 2 scoops of the dome, then we're gonna get our intra workout ready and head to the gym. It's a good fucking day. After the dynamic warm-up, you're gonna wanna start with a heavy compound movement to build strength. Now, if you're a power lifter or a competitive athlete, this is going to be specifically what you're gonna do in competition. So power lifters are gonna hit squat, bench, deadlift, or some variation of that. Now, if you are not a competitive athlete, truthfully, you can just start with whatever compound exercise you personally want to get stronger and better at. The reality is that as you get stronger on a big compound exercise, you are going to build muscle regardless, if your nutrition is on point, obviously, but we'll save that for the end. Now, the reason you want to start with your heavy compound movements first is because they are going to be by far the most taxing on your central nervous system, your cardio, and just your overall body. So let's go ahead and hit some bench. What are the best rep ranges for strength and building muscle? I'm a firm believer that you can train in really any rep range as long as you're getting close to failure, and if your nutrition is on point, you will grow. To specifically build strength for a 1 rep max or some sort of competition and really just get the best possible output on a movement, you really need to touch below 5 reps pretty often throughout your training. For example, on bench press, I'm usually running anywhere between 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps and working up to some heavy doubles and singles every once in a while. I definitely don't recommend you max out all the time every week, because that's going to negatively impact you. Now, to build muscle, so much research has shown that anywhere between 6 to 30 reps is going to cause muscle growth as long as you are getting close to failure. I personally prefer most of my movements to be within the 6 to 12 rep range, unless it's a very isolated movement or a smaller muscle that I could just push to failure more without having to incorporate a lot of the other areas. So your main movements, like the bench, squat, or deadlift, if you're a power lifter, you're gonna wanna train pretty heavy, pretty often. Again, somewhere below that 6 to 8 rep range. But your accessory movements, you should be pushing these for muscle building to accessorize your main lift. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't lift heavy on your accessory movements, but you might not wanna fall down below the 4 rep range when you're doing your accessories. So what even is an accessory movement? An accessory movement is going to be any movement that follows your main compound lift. So for example, today we did bench, and we're going to move on to a complete upper body day. So all my accessories are going to consist of back movements, shoulder movements, maybe some tricep movements, and bicep movements as well. Really, it's any movement that's going to just help you develop more muscle or get stronger, target weak areas, or maybe even target areas that are lagging behind, like rear delts, for example, or any muscle that you need to focus on. For the accessory movements, I still like to lift pretty heavy. I just don't like to fall below the 6 rep range. Again, all research shows that anywhere between 6 to 30 reps is going to stimulate growth. I find that the higher you get closer to that 30 rep range though, the more my cardio just gives out before I actually reach muscular failure. To really simplify it, having a stronger and well-rounded physique is only going to help improve whatever main lifts you're trying to improve at. Whether it's squat, bench, or deadlift for powerlifting, any sort of strongman event, or even if you're just trying to get strong at something for yourself, like pull-ups or shoulder presses, you wanna make sure to hit your accessories hard. If you're familiar with RPE, anywhere between RPE 8 to 10, basically reaching failure. Now, if you're not familiar with RPE, we can cover that in another video. Just drop a comment below. 30 minutes on the stairs done. Let's do Sam Sulek style pump check. Oh. Physique check. I weighed in at 208.6 this morning, if I remember correctly. I forgot to film that actually. Oh my God, I'm so sweaty. Feel a little bloated right now just because of all the water I had today.
calves are pumped right now. Not too bad. Feel pretty good. I think we'll bring this cut to an end when I'm hovering around 200 pounds. I've been 208, 207, 208 the last 2 weeks now. I haven't been as locked in, to be completely honest, so I think we lock in for another 2-3 weeks. We get down to 200 pounds, and then we slowly reverse back up and try not to get so fucking fat again. Let's go home and get a post-workout meal. Let's go. Another day, a W in my books. Out of all my habits that I want to do on a daily basis, I read today, I meditated, I journaled, I did not smoke, I filmed, I did not edit. I'm not going to edit today. I'm pretty much cooked, and I have been editing just about every day, so I have a piece of short form stacked until next week. So I'm gonna edit a piece tomorrow for sure. I finished my client check-ins, so we just did client check-ins the last like hour to 2 hours of the day, which is what really fried me. So we finished client check-ins. I gotta cross that off because it feels good to cross shit off. And really the only thing that out of the really important list that I did not do today is watch the module on challenges, because I want to start the Full Potential Challenge within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So that is going to be my main priority tomorrow morning, since I wasn't able to watch it today. Dude, other than that, we crushed today. Like, great lift, great cardio session, meals are on point. I have one last meal I'm about to eat really quick. I'm going to take Ollie on a quick walk because I got to get my last bit of 10,000 steps in. And then I'm going to unwind. I might play a little bit of Expedition 33, a video game I've been playing recently. Pretty fire, if you ask me. And then just hit the hay, go to bed, and do it again tomorrow. I fucking love y'all. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you guys find some sort of value in these videos to show you what I'm doing to hold myself accountable in the boxes that I'm looking to check every single day. As always, please, please, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Please make sure that you are subscribed to support me. That is the best way that you can support me completely for free, and we are so close. I think we're like 7 subscribers away from our 400 subscriber goal on YouTube, which is super exciting. I think back of high school Eric, man, and I never would have imagined that I would have 400 subs. All my life I've wanted to be a YouTuber, and all my life I've been way too scared to do it. And now I've done it. I went all in, and we are slowly but surely growing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And by the way, if you like the way I educate and teach any sort of fitness or nutrition tips, please, again, leave a comment down below so I can make sure to keep doing that kind of stuff. Or if you feel like you need somebody to hold you more accountable and push you so you can unleash your full potential, if you feel like you know you're capable of more, if you feel like there's something within you that you've been trying to pull out, but maybe you just can't quite figure out how, then just apply with the link below for our one-on-one coaching program at Silverback Strength, where you work directly with me and have a big group of people that are all looking to achieve some similar goals, and we're all just looking to improve. Again, you can still support me completely for free by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll do you one even better. I'm also gonna put a free 4-day program and free macro calculator in the description below that you can use for yourself. If you feel like you have the edge up and you can just kind of attack these things yourself, and you might just need a little more information and an easy plan to follow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Good night. Love y'all.